So say you run a commercial agency, something that I would be thinking about a lot, and we have thought about a lot, is what is our tech stack? What do I mean by that? I mean, what is the sort of accumulation of the various platforms and softwares that you've got? You know, what do they all do? What's the point of them? You know, you might find that you've just got this bit of software here and that bit of software there, but actually it's really worth understanding what else is in the market. You know, is what you've got best in class? Is it most affordable? Is it the best value? You know, you can get a lot of your software to speak to one another if you know how and you have the right expertise. But we just thought we would break down the basis of our tech stack and how we operate, may be useful for other commercial agents. So one of them to start with is your CRM. Have you got one? I would hope so. What does that look like? How are you managing your opportunities? You know, lead progression, task management, client data storage. There are loads of CRMs out there. There are not that many for commercial agents, and there are lots for resi agents. Or you can use something bespoke like a Salesforce sort of thing. But ultimately, it's about having a CRM and making sure that you understand how to use it and you're not using it as a glorified database, which we were really guilty of. We had Salesforce, we have something different now, but we had Salesforce, and essentially we used it in the same way that you would use Excel. Name, address, phone number, email. I mean, what was the point in spending 500 quid a month on it? Yeah, so you have to understand these things and really get to grips with the software and how to use it. Opportunity identification. What software, what platform are you using in order to create new leads and create new opportunities? There's loads out there: LandInsight, MSCI, AdLand, Nimbus, many more. But what are you using? How are you using it? What are your processes? Are you getting a good return from the investment in that software? You know, these are things that I would be analyzing if I was, you know, well, we've already done that analysis. These are things that I would be analyzing if I was running a commercial agency business. Market insight, you know, looking at comparables, being able to assess each opportunity. Again, sometimes the site identification software can do this. So again, LandInsight, MSCI, they can help you pull information that's relevant for you assessing the opportunities. Some of them may also have news features, which is important. But again, I would be thinking about where I'm getting my market information. So Property Week, EGI, React News, wherever. That's part of your tech stack. They're all digital now. So, you know, what are you using? Where are you getting your information? And is it being put in front of you? Appraisal software. You may find that the sort of business that you're in needs you to undertake fairly detailed analysis on opportunities. So you may need Argus or something like that. But for us, you know, focusing on the SME market, you tend to find that the analysis of an opportunity tends to be straightforward enough that some of the really sophisticated software, you know, profit and loss cash flows on investments is not necessary, but it's something to think about. How are you analyzing the opportunities, or what software is out there that can help you? And in the same respect, the marketing. So your marketing team, what are you giving them, or what do they have in order to make sure that they're delivering best in class, highest quality marketing details, whether it's Canva or something else where you can edit PDFs and get your logo put on brochures and particulars and all that sort of stuff. That's ultimately part of your tech stack. And finally, internal communication. How are you communicating with your team? It might be that your office is small enough that you can just shout across the office and that's how you communicate. Or it might be that email is sufficient, but you might also find that some sort of chat software with Slack, WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams has one, is a good way for you to communicate, send files, keep everything live as opposed to email, which can be quite clunky and quite slow, or shouting across an office, which then isn't written down, so there's no point of reference. But all these things tied together create a fast-moving business in 2024 in the commercial property sector. And as I say, if you're really smart, you can get ways in which these things talk to one another to really start to drive your tech stack to be a fundamental part of your business, as opposed to, oh, I've just got an account for this or I've got an account for that. Just something to think about, really making sure that you're getting value for money out of your products, because, you know, they can be incredibly helpful in order to help you grow your business.